Okay, today we're going to talk about this frost-proof Sillcock, which is the second one I've had out of three. I just put a new one in today. This one failed today when I tried to turn it off. The way that a frost-proof Sillcock works is this particular part here connects to your plumbing underneath your house if you happen to have a crawl space, which I do. This connects to your exterior wall. This tube runs all the way to your where your plumbing connects, and the valve is actually here. It's not here like it is on most Sillcock. So when you turn this water off, this rubber valve here allows this entire 12-inch tube to drain so that the water is well away from the exterior wall. So if it gets very cold, freezing, unless the temperature drops down into the single digits or lower, you really don't have to have a dripping water or turn your water off and drain the lines or anything like that, because this is so far away from the freezing part. It has to get extremely cold to freeze way back here. Okay, this unit was working well, started making some noise a couple of weeks ago. I didn't think anything of it. This tube is made correctly. It's chrome plated, either brass or copper, I'm not sure which. But if you look right here, you can see that there's a really high mineral content in the water around here. In a year and a half, there's a lot of calcification has occurred inside this Sillcock. So, you know, of course, all that mineral flows through this pipe. And when it's turned off, even though it's drained, it's still damp in here. It doesn't get totally dry. It just doesn't have enough water in there to expand and rupture the pipe. So I was curious as to why this failed, because it's not a very old unit. So I took it apart. A disassembly is very easy. You just, and I've already taken it apart, so I can just do it with my hand now. You unscrew the knob handle. The handle just comes off, sits with a square seat onto the tube, and then this nut holds in a series of washers and rubber which seal the tube here. So when you turn the water on, the water only comes out here. It doesn't come out anywhere else. This rubber valve automatically rises and seals against a little plastic plate that's mounted into this. You can just see the top of the rubber, and it comes up and seals. So water can't come out this way, water can't come out that way, it can only come out this way. But in order for this, and there you can see the washers, and the tighter you tighten this, the more this seals against the stem. And the reason that this unit failed was not because of the construction of this tube. The tube is fine. The interior rod is aluminum, and it should have been copper or brass. And as you can see, there's little lesions of corrosion on here, and then they constructed it in such a way where this end is welded on. It can't be removed. There's the seal for the outside valve. Can't be removed, it can't be replaced, it can't be restored. So, you know, unless you can get one of these, even if this is good, you still can't repair this. What happened is this corrosion over time, a very short period of time, started to eat up on these threads. Well, aluminum is fairly soft, so when you tighten it and loosen it, tighten it and loosen it, it wears on the threads every single time, and they bend slightly. Well, between the corrosion and the movement, this just stripped out. So even you can take this and push it into the rod, into this tube, and it will seal the water and keep the water from coming out. So the seal's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if these threads won't engage the threaded part in here, there's no way that you're going to get the water to stop flowing. This was an absolutely terrible design. I don't know who designed it. May have been done to be cheap. I'm not really sure. This aluminum rod is not cheap. It may have been cheaper than brass or copper. We're really not sure. But the bottom line, it was not made to endure. Aluminum in wet conditions will always, unless the water is 100% mineral free, develop these lesions and corrode. Aluminum in water is an absolutely terrible idea. That's why most high quality plumbing parts are made from brass or copper. And I just thought that I would pass that information along to someone that may be interested, because when you buy plumbing parts, the brass and copper parts cost a little bit more. Typically they're worth the extra money because they're durable, they'll last much longer, and you won't have any trouble out of them for a long time. Now, I bought a unit today to replace this one that's brass. The brass appears to be very thinly constructed. Do not know how well it will hold up. If it does not hold up, I may be doing a follow-up video to this in another couple of years, depending on whether it fails or not. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope it actually helped somebody to see what's going on and understand how this unit works. If anyone has any questions or comments, please feel free to post whatever you want underneath the video. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Bye.